Okay, Natasha, how you doing? All right, let's go ahead and take a look. The rattle up your arms, I couldn't get the angles of the brightness of the arms the way I wanted them. I also figured out how to make the bottle look more like it was a part of the train instead of just riding on the train. I've learned a ton of new skills. Excellent. Yes. All right. Yeah, we can address that stuff. So the bottle, I think, is problematic, and the reason being is because I'm thinking it's a glass bottle. It looks like it's a glass bottle, right? And we can kind of pick up on that. However, we're seeing this kind of white behind there, so I'm guessing that that was the white of the initial image. So when you masked out the background, it still had the white, being that it was a glass bottle. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I think that the bottle looks a little incongruent. I would even recommend maybe a different toy part for uh, that section right there, because that's a really ambiguous area. Everything else is tight and solid. The train looks great. The arms are, I think they're looking really cool like this. They're getting ready to put your dukes up like this. Like these guys are getting ready to brawl, or this guy's trying to hold him back from doing something. He's got his fists up, right? And we've got the face with the kind of evil smile. The face is all created with toys. And then this guy is kind of mowing down through turfing out the grass in the background. So it's really interesting. Now, one of the things I would recommend is this. I think that this is really interesting, and it's fantastic the way this guy fits right up in here, kind of trying to shove Todd away. But we have a lot of areas I think that we could use adjustment layers. And you've got a few of them. You've got a few that are, you've got some global adjustment layers. Now, when you were talking about the trying to get let me see. Okay, there's a little bit of one. Now, right here, this hue saturation layer, I'm wondering if you're trying to target this rattle arm A. If you are, because it's not clipped. That's the reason I'm asking. So you're using, pretty good job here using, yeah, you're showing that you know how to use adjustment layers and to clip those adjustment layers to specific layers in the composition. That's fantastic. There's your trail. Here's your shadow. Okay, we got conflicting light sources. As we can see, the shadow is going to the up and to the left, indicating a light source that's to the right and in front of the creature, right? But the kid, his shadow is going in the other direction. His shadow is going up and to the right, which would indicate multiple light sources. So it's a little ambiguous, for which I would recommend, since this shadow would fall this way, you can either skip that shadow altogether instead of adding a conflicting shadow, or just try to fit whatever little pieces would fit in here. I'm not even convinced it's even worth doing. But so removing the shadow would also remove that shadow from the arm right there. Watch this. See how that shadow casts along the line? Now, the other thing you could do is leave the shadow and change the shadow of the caricature to match the shadow of the kid, but then you would still have to mask out this portion of the shadow, since it presumably doesn't really have any reason to be showing in front of this bottle, right? So does that make sense? Okay, so the type looks great. It's a little bit blurred though. Look at that. Oh, you've got a motion. I see. Okay, it seems yes, you've got a motion effect on that. That's cool. All right, good job. That looks great. So yeah, you're showing really good proficiency here. I mean, this is everything we're looking for here is layer masks, adjustment layers, and clipping adjustment layers. So you've got the big three down pat. Let's go ahead and take a look at the image size, and we are set up at 8 by 10 at 300. That's perfect. So yeah, my recommendations are to maybe try to change that bottle. Right? I would reduce the darkness here of the trail that's being left where he's mowing down the grass, because it seems a little bit bright. Maybe it should be a little darker there. All right, so great job. So those are my recommendations moving forward, but I think that you've created a very, very interesting piece. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.